Today I'm going to be painting a piece of furniture that's going to go in here that I inherited a while back. Okay, so here is the piece of furniture. It's a family piece. It came from my third cousin, who's basically like an aunt. She was elderly through my life, but she lived to an old age, and so I knew her most of my life, and her name is Ruth. You can see it has three little drawers at the top, and it has some nice storage space with a couple of shelves. Annie Sloan Chalk Paint. This, my friends, is the most amazing paint. It goes on like butter. You don't have to prep or sand. It goes a long way. It goes on nice and thick. And this is my most favorite color in the whole world, Annie Sloan Provence, which is a nice turquoise. I've used it a lot throughout our house, and I just love it. I just think it's beautiful. If you find a color that you love, you should just sprinkle it throughout your house. Make sure it's okay with your spouse. It's growing on Keith. I have to keep it to smaller doses in the areas that we share, but as you can see in my space, I just load up on the color. I love this color. I think it's beautiful. I think red is a really nice accent color to go with it. But if you love something, you should have it where you see it all the time. And I love this color, and so I just have it all through the house. And it makes me happy. This little side table, isn't it so cute? I picked it up at an antique store a few years ago. I love the mid-century modern feel, and picked it up for next to nothing. I can't remember what color it was. I think it was like an avocado green. I don't know. Whatever it was ugly. And now it is beautiful. My desk. I've had this one for a number of years. My grandpa actually had it made for me. So here's my little workspace. It's small, but it's good. And then over here, I have this. This is a Hoosier cabinet that was really kind of on its last leg. It had been painted purple, and it was on some people's patio, and they were selling it in a estate sale. And so I didn't feel bad refinishing it because it was already painted. And so I repainted it red with these turquoise doors, and I got these really cute knobs at Hobby Lobby. And I keep all my cards and stationery in there, things like that. This is actually a flower bin, obviously not in use, but it's cool. It has a sifter down below. Look at this. In the olden days, you would keep your flour in there and then you could sift it. But for now, I use it for crafting supplies and greeting cards. It's got a lot of storage down below as well. And these cabinets, Keith refinished these. We actually refinished this entire room. When we moved here, this was just a storage room, and we finished it out. And these were just inexpensive, unfinished plain cabinets. And we added the extra molding at the top. Keith did that for me. And I drew a picture and showed him what I wanted it to look like, and he did such a great job with that. And then I hand painted all of these using the Annie Sloan Chalk Paint, and these have a wax finish on them, so they're not as shiny as the varnish, but I totally love them. You can see all of my collections up there, and teaching supplies. There's Pee-wee. And this is probably my favorite piece that I've done. I found this on Craigslist. It was exactly the height and the size that we were looking for our master bedroom. But it was kind of an ugly 90s blonde wood. And so Annie Sloan saved the day. Look how gorgeous this is, if I do say so myself. Isn't that so pretty? And these were gold, and I just spray painted them silver. to do is go ahead and paint up all of the edges and trim and things like that. So I'm going to do all of the edges like this, and then I will use the foam roller to do the sides and the top. So I got the drawer fronts done. I had to do some touch up here, and then I did the edges all along here, and tomorrow we will roll the top and the sides. But I went ahead and did the doors by brush because they have all these little grooves, and that'd be hard to get in there with a roller. And then I did the these pieces here because that shows a little bit. I'm gonna leave the inside. It looks good. I had to do a lot of cleaning on it, but it cleaned up real nicely. So I'm gonna leave that how it is. And tomorrow we will hopefully finish this guy. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I finished the second coat yesterday and it has dried all night. And now we are ready to apply the finish. And I have chosen the Annie Sloan lacquer. So the lacquer is a nice water-based varnish. And I love that it's water-based, so it's not like super strong, fumey smelling, and it's easy to rinse off your brushes. It's just really easy to work with. One word of caution with the lacquer, you want to apply it very thin coat. You don't need much, and because if you apply too much, it will come out a little bit yellow. If you have it too thick, it'll be a little bit yellow. So you want to avoid that. So very, very thin. I'm just going to apply it with the same brush that I used to paint with, my favorite brush. And you just want to do it very thin and let it dry real well before you start using your piece of furniture. Okay, the varnishing is finished and I'm just letting it dry. I don't really like these little knobs that came with the cabinet. So let's go to Hobby Lobby and see if we can find something better. I think most people don't realize what a nice selection Hobby Lobby has of decorative knobs. Let's take a look and see what they've got. Ended up getting these simple little glass knobs. I think that those will be pretty. So let's go put them on. All right, guys, it's all finished. Would you like to see? Here we have the final product, and I think it turned out pretty good. I think this will be a welcome addition to our guest bedroom.